Hello and welcome back to the channel. Remember to like and subscribe, hit the bell so that you get the notification of our weekly videos. Today is market day and we're not just going to look today, we're also going to hopefully buy about 15 to 20 animals. So today we are going to Tame Market, a market where we bought 8 animals last year and they grew by nearly 200 kilos, and the farm that we bought those from have also got some animals in there this year, today, so that's the reason that we're going today. Obviously it's a bit early there than we'd like, but they're the right animals that we know will grow, so we're hoping that we can try and get them today. So we'll see you when we are in the pen with the cows. Okay, so we are out in the pens, and as you can see we've got some really nice Anguses here. So yeah, we're gonna look around, see what there is, and like I said, hopefully buy around 20 animals today. So yeah, what are the numbers on this one? 1, 2, 3. 13 to 18 months. So these are the ones from Stavold in here. So these are the ones that we had last year, as well as those, and then those 2 bunches there. They're all from the farm that we got them from last year, so hopefully we'll be able to get these again. But obviously it just comes down to the price because where it's so expensive at the minute. Yeah, hopefully we should be able to get them. Wow. Okay, so there's a group 12 months old. 12 months old in here, and they are the Angus cross steers. So these are steers, and they're going to be, yeah, they're going to be really expensive. So nice animals, but probably going to be above our bracket, our price bracket, mainly just as they're steers, and the steers are making a lot more than the heifers. So we are going to be looking at just heifers really today. So yeah, got a lot of simmies here. These are all pure as well. Yeah, nice quiet animals. Obviously they're simmies, so that's not what we want because they don't do well on the grass, unfortunately. Yeah, they are nice animals. It's a shame because, yeah, it's a shame that they don't do well because these are perfect animals really. But pure Simmental. Yeah, well, there are some short ones here which we are looking at getting because we've got a bit of poor ground, and short ones supposedly do better on ground that isn't so good. So we're going to look at them, and yeah, we'll show you those when we find them. Okay, so here we have the these are the shorthorn bunch, and to be honest, they're not really you know, saying that I have to buy them, and you know, I prefer them to a bit bigger. Obviously they have been outwintered, we've been told that, but yeah, so they do have a thick coat and they don't look pretty, but yeah, I'm not thinking I'm being interested in those, so we'll have a look at what else is here to try and make up that lorry load. Okay, so down here we've got some what looks to be limmies, I think, based off their temperament. I'm saying they're limmies. 159. Yeah, so these are 20 in total. Limousine steers and heifers. Yeah, they're not too bad. From a limousine, I think they'd need to be a bit more muscly, but obviously limousine's not what we want. They're wild and they won't put the weight on. Simmies are really nice, but yeah, really expensive. All of them there. Really nice shape, frame, temperament, everything about them is perfect. So down here we have the other bunch of shorthorns.
Oh, these are from Lancashire.
Yes. So they're obviously they're outwintered. The only thing I'm not liking is that they've got like these ones in particular from the same farm, like the little stubby horns, and they don't look too quiet either. Which I mean, we get really paranoid about that because we've had a lot of bad experiences in the past with animals not being quiet. And then there's the odd one in there that you know, it's alright, but then the back of them looks a bit pinched as well, sort of a bit narrow, so yeah, I'm not too keen on those. But yeah, we'll see if there's any other Anguses here.
Steers with female names.
So we're just looking at these pure.
We thought we found a nice pair of Simmental heifers. But
they're all steers.
They're all steers,
but they've
with
got
female names.
They've got, yeah. So I can see why
That one's Andy.
Ilana. They're all steers though.
These ones are too big.
Yeah, these are going to be too big. But those smaller ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. That won't be a little small bad bunch. That to go with some others. But yeah, in terms of Angus wise, it's looking, they're either too big or too small for what we want really, other than those ones that we had last year, so that's where our focus is going to be for today. So up here at the top, we're not going to be looking at them because they're too old, but there's 18 months, some nice pure Charolais here, got a couple there, you know, they're nice. You know, that's a nice animal. They're a bit wild. Well, they might not be wild, but they're not exactly friendly, I wouldn't say. But yeah, there's some nice animals, especially these. These are like some steers, the size of them. They're big, chunky legs. Obviously, they are continental animals, but they do well on grass, some of them. Yeah, they're just going to be too big, too old for what we want. So, yeah, but it's nice to look at them, see what else is here in that. But there are still a couple of Anguses that we want to tick off the list, but they haven't been marked up yet. And then there was some Belgian blue, the British blue cross Anguses, which are these, which have a nice frame, but the temperament of them, like we saw them being moved and they're just kicking and stuff, and we don't want to deal with that. If we've got animals here that we can get instead, then there's no point in really getting them. Like, we're only buying animals if they're the right ones, because it is still a bit early. So yeah, we're not looking at them because they are just a bit like that. And then back to the ones that we got from last year. In here, they've got these 1, 2 here, and then there's one behind that one there. They're just a bit small. They got a nice frame to them, but they're just a bit small. So yeah, I don't think, you know, we'll just say not to bid for them because they are just too small. So
They come in.
one of the best bits about market day.
And then
Bacon, cheeseburger, absolutely amazing. Okay, so the actual auction is going to start very soon, but we thought we'd just come over see some of the
26 months
old
old
animals before it begins. So we have these here, which what are they, 24 months?
26 months old.
26 months. And then we have some others here. Big horns on him. Then we've got some Anguses here. What are these?
They're quite nice. Big animals.
Yeah, in terms of the older animals, there's not much here with like a massive shape like there usually is. There is still a lot of good options here to buy, but compared to usual, it's not as good as I've seen it here before, should I say. But yeah, let's go into the auction and see what we can get.
He is a powerful name, he's a pure powerful name. 1500, 1500 bid, 1500, 1500, 1500 there, 1500 there, 1500, 1520, 1550, 1580, 1600, 1620, 1650, 1680, 1700, 1700 bid, 1700 right in the front there, 1700 bid now, 1700 right, 1700, and what is it starting on? 1700, 700, 1,080, 1,050 starter. Well, picking up 1,000 time to get off. Don't be shy. 1,000 bid, 1,000 off, 1,000 bid. 1,000 pound, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 10, 10, 10, 20, 1,030, 1,040, 1,050, 1,060, 1,070, 1,070, 80, 1,080, 1,090, 1,090, 1,100 bid and 10, 1110, 1120, 1120 bid and 30, 1130, 1130 now, 40, 1140, 1150, 1150 now, 1150 now. 60, 1160, 1160, 1170, 1170, 1170, you know he says, 1170, you're right, Lisa. 1170 is not right, 1170, Mr. Roberts. That's a lot, 1,000 pound now, £1,000 starter, £1,000 to get off, 900, 920, 930, 930, 930, 930, 930, 930, 940, 940, 940, 940, 940 there, 940 there, 940, 940, 50, 950, got 950, 950, out below, 950 down, 950, 950, I'll stand away, 950 down, stand away, 950, this is Robert. 1200, 11 bid, 1100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 11, 50, 60, 11, 60, 70, 11, 70, got 11, 70, 1100, 70, 80, 11, 80, 90, 11, 90, 11, 90 now, 11, 90, 11, 95, 11, 12, 1200 bid, 1205, 12, 10, 12, 15, 12, 20, 12, 25, 12, 30, 12, 30 is a bit mad, 12, 37 away, 12, 5, 12, 35, 40, 5, 12, 45, 50, 12, 55, 12, 60, 12, 60 stop, 12, 65, 12, 60 I stop, 12, 60 no, 12, 60, Mr. There are efforts in there, up there, 1500 starter, 15, 14, mid 14, 1400 starter, 1400 mid, 1400 go, 1400, 1400, 10, 20, 30, 40, 40, 40, 50, 40, 60, 40, 70, 40, 80, 40, 90, 1500, 1500 now, 1500, 1500, 1500 there, 1500, 10, 15, 10, 20, 15, 20, can't see you sir, 30, 15, 30, 15, 40, 15, 40, 15, 40 now, 15, 40, 15, 40, all out this side, so well done, 15, 40, what? That's it. 12 mid, 1200 guard, 1200 mid, 1200 guard, 1200 mid, 1200, 1200 now, 1200 right now, 1200, 1200, 1200 then, all right, all right, then we start there, 1200. Belcher, keep them together. Ladies, we got to tell you the full year, remember. Came from here. Came from here. Just do it. Would I get you in trouble with this? 1100, 1100, 1100, everybody got that, 10, 20, 30, 1030, 1040, 1050, 1050 below, lucky sir, 60, 1080, 1080, all over the ring, 90, 1090, 1090, 1090, 5, 1100 on top, 1100, 5, 1105, 1110, 1110, 1110, 15, 1115, 1115, 1115, right here is not 1115, right the ball in. Come in there, £1,000 starter, 1,000 get on there, 1,000 there, 1,000 got. They've had them before, they know they do. 1,000 there, 1,000 got, 1,000 there, £1,000 oyster, £1,000 then start around them this time there, £1,000 Mitchell. 16 bid, 1600 bid, 1600, 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 50, 60, 60, 60, 70, 60, 80, 60, 90, 70, 100, 70, 10, 70, 20, 70, 30, 5, 70, 40, 5, 70, 45, 50, 70, 55, 70, 55, 60, 70, 65, 70, 65, 70, 70, 75, 70, 80, 70, 75, 70, 75, we can't wait till we got the themselves. John. Yes. Yeah. Well. Put the camera on here for it. And that is true. Right, Cameron, there we are. We've got 3 for you. 3 in there, waiting with them there. Lovely making efforts, aren't they? Waiting with them there. What's on there? 1200. 1200, 20, 30, 1240, 1240, 1250, 1250, 60, 1270, 1270, 80, 1250, 3050 now, 3050, 60, 3070, 3070, 3070, 3070, then you're all out of me. 3070, so away we have 30, 30. Long cross and South they are gents and they are full. 4 tremendous bullets in there. Where can we go there? Put them up there. 1600. 1650, 1650, 1650, 1660, 1670, 1680, 1680, 90, 1695, 1695, 1700, 1705, 15, 1750, 1750, 1750, 1750, so about 1715, up there, where can we go there? 1500, 1500, 1400 mid, 1400 mid to start, 1410, 4010, 20, 40 20, 40 30, 40 40, 40 40, 40 50, 40 50, 60, 40 60 70, 40 70, 40 80, 40 80 90, 40 90, 40 90 now, 40 90, 40 1500, 10, 1510, 1510, 20, 1530, 1540, 1570, 1670, 5, 1680, 1685, 1690, 1690, 5, 1700, 1700, 1700,
You wanted the semi, you don't want that.
Isn't it? We don't have like a group.
1350, 1300, 13 bid, 1300 bid here, sir. 1300 bid, 1300, 1310, 1320, 1330, 1340, 1350, 1360, 1370, 1370, 80, 1390, 1390, 1400, 1410, 1420, 1430, 1440, 1450, 1450, 4050 now, 4055. No, he said 4055 selling. 4055 now, 4055 listen. Single shuffle, talk to every day.
These ones were too big. We were looking at 73 and 71 better.
12 months, yes. 1795, 1795, 1795 myself, 1795 you're all right, otherwise 1795, boom! Jump across, Norman move. They are a red single circle farmer jaws, unlike tremendous moves they are in there, put them up there, let's have 1800 startups, 1800, 1700 business start, 1720, 40, 60, 1780, 1780, 1780, 1800, 1810, 1820, 1830, 1830 now, 1830 mid, 1830, 1830, 1840, 1840, 1850, 1850 now, 1850 mid, 1855, 1855, 1855, 1855 myself, 1855 then all right, make no mistake about it, 1855 then goes out, good foul.
Okay, so we have just come out of the auction. They are still going in there, but we just came to see the animals that we did buy. So in total we got 13 animals. We've got 7 of them here. Those were £1,000 a head, and then we've got these ones here a bit bigger. These were £11.50. Yeah, nice and quiet. And then we did, well, we sort of looked at some of these, but they were just, you know, out of our price range, so we left them. But yeah, still very happy. 13 animals. So we're going to go home now, and we're going to unload them. So I will see you there.
At the moment we've got nothing, but you never know. A phone call might come through.
They were alright.
The train goes down the West Country a lot.
Yeah.
It's like second generation out of dairy cattle.
Yeah.